Jewish Brigade Group changed the lives of many Jews and took a stand to help the Jews out of suffrage by smuggling Jews into the opposing government known as Palestine. Taking a stand is to express one's opinion and step up for what you believe in. The Jewish Brigade believed in their people and wanted to make sure they were safe and unharmed.
They wanted to take a risk and to save people just like them who were being tortured and abused. The brigade consisted of Jews from Israel and Britain. The Jewish Brigade is a group of soldiers who smuggled Jews to freedom after the Holocaust when they had no state to call home. During World War II, the Jewish Brigade fought alongside the Allied forces and served Great Britain. After the Holocaust, the Jews were left homeless.
The Jews had a vast number of people and no country desired to take them in. Back then, the country of Israel wasn't a country. It was called Palestine, and because of the British White Paper of 1939, the brigade had to smuggle Jews into the state. There were conflicts because the Jews plead for a national home for the Jewish people. Many could say that they could just go back to the country, but as Mordecai Gitchen said, they're Polish. They go back to Poland. But you know what happened to the Jews who went back there? They were murdered.
During an interview with Dr. Elizabeth White, we asked many different questions to further our knowledge from a first-person view. We discovered that the British Brigade Group was an official part of the British Army and formed in 1942. The newspaper article, Britain Creating a Jewish Brigade, states, "The Jewish Brigade Group will be used in the Allied Army of Occupation in Germany and will be enlarged by opening it to Jews from neutral countries."
Because of this, they had an easy time smuggling Jews to Palestine. The main reason the group had to smuggle Jews into Palestine was because of the British White Paper of 1939. There were conflicts because of the Jews' plead for a national home for the Jewish people. They had access to military ships, and they used their military to forge passports and importation papers. She told us they gave their own identity papers to people who wanted to get to Palestine.
These papers were sometimes sent back or the people kept them. The Jewish Brigade were willing to risk breaking many laws to provide for many people. The Jewish Brigade also helped in displaced persons camps, in kibbutzes, schools, and in the Briha, a big smuggling organization. In the schools, they would teach discipline and taught them Hebrew. They would instruct them on living and working in a kibbutz.
The Jewish Brigade Group also gave hope and prosperity to Jews who crossed their path. Oni Schiff Miller, a travel agent, told the story of her friend Shan's mother, Anna Josephine Wagoda. She was a Holocaust survivor, and she was born in Berlin but relocated to Belgium when her life was threatened. She was hidden in convent and raised as Catholic. Because of the terrors she's seen, she saw the Star of David as a sign of humiliation. When she crossed a path with the soldiers of the Jewish Brigade, one sensitive soldier tore off his Star of David patch and gave it to Anna, telling her that the symbol could now be a sense of pride for her. She kept this badge for 55 years and gave it to Chain, who framed it. The frame is shown in the picture.
As Jews, most people would believe running a Briha would cause many hardships and problems along the way. Like numerous times, the Jewish Brigade Group defied expectations. Since they were part of the British Army, they could easily access embedded files and modes of transportation.
Unfortunately, those non-hardships only lasted for so long. The British Army did eventually realize what the Jewish Brigade was doing, so they put a detention camp on Cyprus. They intercepted a ship loaded with Jewish members, and the story became very famous. The movie Exodus, starring Paul Newman, was created in its honor. Besides that, they didn't know enough to stop it. Another problem the brigade faced was once the war ended, a new foreign minister, Ernest Bevin, was appointed. He was, as Mordecai Gitchen told the Jerusalem Post, anti-Semitic and anti-Israel. He did not want the Jews to go to Israel. Without the Jewish Brigade and how they stood up for their people, many lives would have been lost and forgotten.
They were a sign of hope for the Jewish citizens. If the group never existed, Israel as a state would not have been here today.
The Jewish Brigade Group did a lot for Jews and society as a whole, and they should be remembered as a force to be reckoned with and an amazing group of individuals.